Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Cal. Welcome back. I have my official league start video for you guys. I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can here. There's nothing really amazing or groundbreaking to really say about this particular build. I'm gonna be going skeletons right out of the gate. Now I'm gonna be leveling as Absolution, but I will transition into summon skeletons once I can acquire the Dead Reckoning Jewel, which shouldn't take me too long. I probably will be able to get it by the 12th or 13th hour of the league. I could be overestimating. It depends on my motivation when I'm leveling. So this is what I actually plan on playing. Now, I did go ahead and basically have this character set up here for a standard kind of showcase, with it being on a super budget. I went ahead and lowered all of the items. The only thing there's nothing really special about these items. They just have attributes resist. The minus mana cost for non-channeling doesn't really matter because I have enough mana. It's not a big deal. I do have a life percent on block shield, but when you're playing a build like this, they just kill most of the enemies off screen anyway, and it does come in handy against some of the rares because the damage is going to be a little bit starved when you're on this kind of a budget. So I went ahead and just threw a tabula on. The links are kind of just whatever. This would be kind of like my two boss links if I wanted. I think I'm actually using volley and GMP, which you're not even really supposed to do. I just threw random links in there. It's an unofficial kind of guide, really, just to show you that this build is going to be an amazing starter. It's incredible damage. And these items, I would say together, outside of the shield and the helmet, which doesn't actually give me anything outside of +1 skeletons, I just didn't want to waste time trying to find a helmet in my stash on standard with some support stats and like +2 to minion gems, for example. That's generally what the league start approach is. I didn't want to bother looking for that, so I just threw my support specters in the gloves instead. But this is basically what I have going. As far as jewels go, I don't have anything amazing. I just have Dead Reckoning, Anatomical Knowledge, and I do have this medium cluster here with Blessed Rebirth, which I only allocated because that's usually the first big upgrade you'll try to go for. So I just went ahead and threw this in here since I was showcasing a T16 map. By the time you're doing T16 maps on this build, you're going to have much better gear than this, and you will, of course, have a Blessed Rebirth cluster jewel. And as far as any other jewels I do have, I just have this one regular jewel that just has dexterity and some minion damage. It's nothing special. Now, I am using the wand that I used to print in Harvest League. I was duping these a lot with imprints, and split beast rather. I just kept doing that, and I had a copy sitting in one of my stash tabs, so I figured why not, I'll just go ahead and craft on trigger on there just so that it can be a general minion damage wand, because you can easily use fear essences you would use one of these essences in any tier, which is going to be very obtainable because of essences being on the map device and the Atlas passives being so incredible. But you would easily use something like this, get yourself a similar kind of wand with nothing else, and you would be good to go. I do have a little bit more damage than you would technically on League Start because I do have this double damage mod, and I do have these ghastly jewels here are not too bad. They're pretty cool because it's minion damage if you've used a minion skill recently. So that's basically the gear. I intentionally threw on crap like a Karui ward. I'm getting, again, the 3+1 to skeletons, 3 official +1s because of the 21 gem, the craft, and the boots for Alberons, which are pretty obtainable early in the league. So that's basically the gear. I took off my +2 wand that I had that was basic as well. I took off my Flesh Crafter, Ashes of the Stars, my Anime Guardian with full gear, which really was set up for Absolution, not even the skeletons, because there's dual curse on here and it doesn't work with Flesh Crafter. However, I'm not using Generosity, I'm not using Precision, the large cluster jewel, and the Fortress Covenant, the Quickening Covenant. I don't have those things on, and I switched around some stuff. I'm missing some gems, whatever the case may be. So let me know what you guys think. This is going to be my League Starter. I am going to put some other League Starters in the description as well. League Starters that I generally sign off on and I really, really believe in. The creators that, the guys that have uploaded these videos, I've basically followed them for a long time or trust their overall judgment when it comes to different builds. So I'll have those in the description for any of you guys that might potentially be on the fence, need some convincing, things of that nature. If it's in the description there, I officially sign off on it. and I probably have played it, will play it, or have played it multiple times and just got burnt out on it and won't play it anymore. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll show you guys a simple map, clear here on T16 of the build. Let me know what you guys think, as I mentioned, and comment down below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more content. I'll try to have more videos out. It just depends. League Start can be a bit all-encompassing. So I'll see you guys later. My name is Kal. And one thing I did mention, I just wanted to kind of hop in here again, just to make some notes, just to keep you guys updated. But I will have a complete POB in the description of the actual skeleton mages. Probably just something off of whatever Gazi probably usually does. I don't necessarily follow his POBs one-to-one. I will sometimes, I have in the past anyway, looked to him for inspiration if I wanted to play a summoner and I wasn't too sure as to, maybe what to do with the gearing, certain decisions to be made there. Generally, he's the one that I would trust when it comes to that stuff, but summoners are pretty cookie cutter, so as long as you have a general idea, everything else is usually straightforward. So I kind of deviate a little bit and do my own thing when it comes to the tree, but in general, the inspiration comes from him, and all credit, of course, goes to him. I learned a lot about summoners basically from him, because that's his main playstyle. So I'll probably have one of his POBs in the description. I'll take a look and make sure. I believe he has everything updated, but that's generally where I would go when it comes to summoners. And as I mentioned, I will have some other POBs in the description for other builds that I really, really like. I'm always signing off on Righteous Fire. It's incredible, this league. It's going to be amazing to play. I always was kind of critical of the boss damage on that build, but you can definitely push it a lot further. So there's some really nice builds. I'm hoping that Sentinel League turns out to be good, and I'm going to have a lot more videos up as well. And as you can see here in the background, this overall T16 map is really not much of a challenge. Some rares are surviving a little bit longer, and the boss damage will feel a bit scuffed at this point, but honestly, by the time I'm in T16 maps, completing the Atlas, I will have Fleshcrafter, and this boss, for instance, will die instantly, right? Like, there's no way. This build usually deletes super quick. If you saw the last gameplay that I had posted on my channel, or if you've watched any Necromancer in a higher budget kind of setting, they generally go hard and delete everything. So there I just did the gem swap to showcase like the single target with the Vol Summon Skeletons. But if you have Fleshcrafter, the boss has no resistance and he dies quickly. So I hope you guys have a great league start. I'll see you guys later.